Hey everybody, Mac here for a little more Dishonored. This level, as I recall, is pretty short. This is the peace playthrough. Yeah, we don't have Devouring Swarm. I don't know what to get. Let's get Possession level 2.
Please, no! Oh, it's you, Corvo. Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed. Except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore. But I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you, is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream. I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died. Lydia is the only one who ever showed me any kindness.
Whoa, frame rate. There we go. Well, things certainly seem to have gone to crap. I also hear a familiar thump thump thump.
I don't think the Admiral actually knew I existed.
The window's completely useless.
What a day, huh? I was only a kid at the last coronation. We even make it to tonight. Will you look at this?
Oh.
I've traveled through that.
You are way too observant for your own good, young man. Jeez, the frame rate. I know what's wrong. Give me a second. Alright, that should be better.
The target drills he used to.
Yes, yes.
Lydia barely had time to scream.
You know, I thought
I
it would be better.
dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything.
What a day, huh?
Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things he'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad.
You look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead.
About owing her uncle, Kurnow, a debt. They
Would you
said
be
it was
quiet?
time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage.
That's what a rational person would.
I don't know what happened after
Not
that.
this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Caldwin girl from him the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
The criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Waiting. He's probably watching us right now. With that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer, ever closer, until...
Cut it out.
Hi.
What's so impressive about Corvo anyway? Who's he got up against? A couple of high overseers, a couple of noblemen? He could never stand up to men without training.
Well, now I do hope he shows up. I want to see you run crying for the cover. Like you were.
The other night.
What was I supposed to do? Stand there and get hit by rocks?
Indeed, I believe.
Just kids. They were a gang. I hope Lord Regent Havelock sends the tall boys in to level the place.
Jeez. This is kind of a mess. There's Emily. There's Havelock. aiming at? Can I knock you guys out?
Make me find you.
No, they're immune. I thought so. Okay. I'm just going to leave her tugging on the door, I think. Because she just follows you and chatters on. Bye.
Please, no.
Dang it. She gets up anyway. She's following me. Stop it.
Did you do this?
Yes.
What a day, huh?
Yes, I did.
I was only a kid at the last coronation.
We even make it to tonight. Will you look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead. Poisoned, thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. Threw the mask in the river, left town.
That's what a rational person would do. Not this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Caldwell girl from him the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
Okay, I need to get up to the roof because it's safer up there.
Update.
Our men are still trying to penetrate the workshop. Close up tight. We think Piero Joplin's inside. That crackpot, natural philosopher.
There is evidence that Anton Sokolov was held here against his will for some time. We can't determine what happened to him. I'll bet my commission he's in that building with Piero Joplin. If so...
That's not Emily, that's a piece of paper. Remember before when I mentioned a special drawing I was working on for you? This is it! I don't know where you went, but I hope when you get back you see it and like it. I'd like to take it to Dunwall Tower with us. Everyone's acting strange tonight. Samuel was whispering to Callista about a flare launcher that she was supposed to use to call him. He told her to lock the door to my old tower. Heard the Admiral tell the others that we were leaving tonight for a place called the Lighthouse on King Sparrow Island. We get back before then. That's what she was working on. There's Corvo in all his majesty. Okay. Callista and Samuel signal flare. Have luck in his plans. Alright. The less eyes, the better. Didn't mean to use that. Well, at least it got rid of all the dreaded runes in here.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's the rune. This is the blank floor. Pendleton's room is now empty.
Yeah, it's nice.
Admiral's room. Also empty. Basically, all these people are still here just because the workshop's still locked up. Piero's hiding out in there with somebody. There we go. I'm glad he didn't notice. Even though he did. Shh, don't question it. Have luck. Captain Manning, we've tracked the conspiracy to the Houndsmith Club, searched the premises for the natural philosophers Piero Joplin and Anton Sokolov. Do what you must to secure all materials related to the enhanced arc pylon they have been constructing. Question them thoroughly. Once you're certain you have everything they know about the pylon, execute them both. Bring the pylon to me along with his paper and recordings. They may be two of the greatest minds of our age, but they're also traitors who conspired with Corvo to bring down this empire. I'm keeping Empress Emily Caldwin with me at the lighthouse on King Sparrow Island until we're certain that Corvo and his fellow conspirators have been properly dealt with. Lord Regent. Yes, yes. Trying pretty hard to get in there. Okay. There it is.
It's refreshing to converse with someone on my own level.
Couldn't agree more. Your expulsion from the Academy was a crime against natural philosophy itself.
Which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you.
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not tried the homeopathic solution?
And where am I to find the subjects?
Corvo, good to see that
I
you
shouldn't
still
have.
breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us.